Hello, and welcome to a short video, just providing you perhaps with some updates on what I've been doing over the past few months. I don't think I've uploaded a video for quite a while, and I certainly haven't been lazy during the past few months. I've been very busy. One of the projects I'm working on at the moment is my next book, Hands Across the Sea, which is postcards which reveal the stories of day trips, cruises, and emigration. And already they are revealing some remarkable stories. And I've actually put together some of them already as new talks. And if you need a speaker for your local history, family history, or any group, have a look at my website. The link is on my YouTube page, and you can see the range of talks that I am able to offer. It's been a remarkable few weeks for me. You may have seen me featured in the Mail on Sunday supplement as an heirloom detective, which was lovely, and they actually used one of my postcards as one of the main illustrations. Now that postcard was sent to Charles Freeman in Minehead, and the Freeman family features in both of the already published books. And actually, the first postcard I ever researched was sent to Gilbert Freeman, his brother. And the postcard sent to Charles was found years later by chance when I was looking for something completely different. So it's a lovely example of serendipity, I think. I'm also working on a new talk about Ronald McDonald. Now, I first came across Ronald's story years ago in the 90s when I lived in Swanage, and I came across his grave, and his headstone was quite intriguing, and I decided to research his story and found that he had ties to Baku in Azerbaijan. And this area, when he was there in the years around the First World War and later, it was known as it is today for its oil fields and the conflict between Russia, Turkey, the British people, and also later the Germans they all wanted control of these oil fields. But it's a remarkable story, even in this country. Ronald actually spent some time on a plantation in Ceylon, Sri Lanka, and then he returned to England for a short while before going to Baku, where he married and had two children. Later, he retired to Swanage, which is where I came across his headstone. And then I began my research, and it's quite remarkable to think that the story actually links to the West End of London. So that's been a lovely subject to return to because, as I say, it was the 1990s when I actually did that research, and it has been published in articles since then. But I haven't actually offered it as a talk until now. Another talk which I've added to my list is the Crippen connection. And Dr. Crippen has obviously a remarkable place in history, and it's obviously a tragic story, one of murder, but also one that involves some of the ships that I've been researching for my current work in progress. And so I've put together the story of Dr. Crippen through postcards, and it obviously reveals the story of Dr. Crippen and the murder of his wife, but it also reveals the story through a different means. So I like to offer a different way of telling these stories because, as with the Titanic talk that I offer, I think we're all armchair experts, aren't we, in these subjects? We all watch the films and documentaries, and the same is true of Dr. Crippen. But I think if you can offer a different perspective and share the story in a different way, it does add something to it. And that's what I've tried to achieve with the story of Dr. Crippen through postcards, and also the story of the Titanic. As I say, I have added some new talks to my list. I'm actually on SpeakerNet All my talks are listed there in detail, and you can find a link to that from my website, and you can also email me. So if you would like to hear more about what I can offer to your group, I've also started talking to WI groups as well, and these are actually all via Zoom or in person. In-person talks are now starting to happen again, but equally Zoom continues, and I have bookings going right through to the end of the year for Zoom talks, because I think some groups are going to alternate between in-person and Zoom speakers. So please do get in touch. It would be lovely to hear from you. Thank you for watching.